Fucking's going on, fellas and gals?
Hey guys, how are you?
How are we, drongos and nuffies and bananas?
Fucking drongos.
Thanks for inviting me on the show, guys.
Fuck yeah. Welcome, Sam.
Welcome.
Everyone knows Sam. You've got, very nice.
I've got
What do you got, Mus?
fucking garbage.
Yeah,
it's off to.
Cheeky Carlton Dry.
Oh, mate.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, mate.
So yeah, everyone knows Sam Burnett in Australia, lightweight powerhouse.
Not just Australia.
Internationally.
Just as a note. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely international scene starting to recognise him. So Sam, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Obviously I'm Sam Burnett. Been arm wrestling for a couple of years now. Started in 2017. Since then arm wrestling has just taken off. I love it. I get to do it with my brothers, and it's just another bonding thing. As I said on Jake's show last night, we're all close. We all help each other out. Yeah, it's been good fun.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah. That's nice, man.
Now there's 3 of you brothers, right? All arm wrestling.
Yep. Yeah, all arm wrestling.
Yep. Now, are you also all into the pool scene professionally?
We are. We sort of taken a break from 8-ball pool the last year. Like we've really focused more on arm wrestling, and we've been playing 8-ball for about 10, 11 years now.
Yeah.
Both Nikki and I have represented Australia in the sport. We went over to the world titles. I've been over twice. He's been over once, and we feel like we've done there. We've been there, done that. Now we want to focus on arm wrestling now.
Oh,
yeah, right. That's good. Man, you're making waves here. Well, you've always been making waves here, but like recently too. And I'm going to talk about the blue match.
Ooh, yeah,
that's a big fucking wave, mate.
We've got to dig right into that. Yeah. So,
how'd you feel going up to that match? You felt ready?
I was actually quite nervous, and leading up to that match, it was just like a week before I challenged him. I was at training, and my left arm was feeling pretty strong, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I want to challenge Ryan, because last time he got me 4-1, 3-1, I think. And I just wanted to see how far my left has progressed to his, and challenged him. And I had a week to think about the match, think what I was going to do, and I came out on top. And it was a good win. I was very happy.
Yeah, it was awesome. Did you plan for that? The way you won? Did you plan to disable him off the start?
Yes, I knew that his center table game was strong, and in his previous video leading up to the match, he said he has too much center table strength, so I was very aware of that. So I had a few cards up my sleeve. If he got me down to his side of the pin table, I was going to drop down to a king's hook, and in the match, I didn't need to do the king's hook at all.
Yeah.
I was happy. Bring back left arm.
Make left arm great again.
That's it, boys.
Yeah, Lamb.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. That's good. So it was 3-0 in the end. Top rolled.
3-1.
3-1. Sorry. Yeah.
So the first round, I went for the slip, and his hand felt strong. I slipped, and I was like, damn. It felt dangerous. And then once I was in strap, my back pressure pronation just felt too dominant off the start.
Yeah.
Second round, I actually tried hooking him, and then that's when he got a cheeky pin on me. And then so it was 1-1, then I was 2-1 up. And then I knew in the last rounds, I didn't want him to win. So otherwise it'd be 2-2, and then he could have got the the last pin. So I tried everything to not let that happen.
Yeah, good. As you should, mate. As you should.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a big win, especially coming off a loss in the last time you faced him. And, everyone says Blues left is trash, but you know what? His left isn't as bad as people think. It really isn't.
His left's It is right up there. It's really right up there.
Yeah, he has some grooves where, you know, it feels really dangerous. So, especially when he says his left is trash, I wouldn't. Yeah,
It's like Devin saying his left is trash. Like it's really not.
Yeah, for sure.
Fucking hell.
The first time I versed on my left arm, actually had wrist pain, so I couldn't top roll on my left at all. And he asked me on that day, he's like, "You're gonna have a left hand match." I'm like, "Yeah, right." But even though I had pains in my left arm, like right in here, so I couldn't top roll.
Yeah.
All I had to hook, and hooking on my left doesn't really. I don't really like doing it because I'm not that strong on left. But this time my left arm was all healed up, so I was more confident than the first time.
Hell yeah. How long ago was that first super match anyway? Like a year?
It was many months ago. Many
okay.
months. Probably 6 months ago, at least.
Shit. No, that's good. Fucking shows your progression. You know?
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
It's been good. I've been training hard, training consistently. I'm just hungry. You know?
Yeah.
Who's your next victim on your left?
Oof.
Well, left arm. I was actually thinking about this today. I'd love to give Tim Gatsby a rematch on left because last time I went down to the House of Pain. Remember that, Andy?
Yeah.
What was that, like at least a year ago?
I'd say at least, yeah. I actually gripped up with Tim Gatsby probably a month ago, and his left is still very strong. Yeah, so with your improvement, I think hopefully it's an interesting match. But yeah, he's one of those guys that it's hard to not back him in his weight class. So yeah.
Yeah, all respect to Tim Gatsby. He's a strong guy. You know, he's won a lot of Australian titles, and here's another guy I'd love to verse. Try to get a rematch against him and to see how far I've progressed.
I think
nice, man.
I think we can make that happen under the Andy and Mario show banner. Fucking drunken arm fight series.
Winner gets a slab and a fucking pack of ciggies, mate.
Okay. That's good to me. I'll put everything on the line.
Break my arm. I don't give a fuck. Need to win.
Might bring out that King's Hook.
What's your thoughts on the King's Hook?
Well, let's talk about your King's Hook and the way you've applied it to people like Taryn. I've watched those matches. It was Adelaide, wasn't it? South Australia?
Yeah.
Yep.
And I looked at the way that Taryn was arm wrestling you when you set that King's Hook, and I just thought he did all the wrong things against that move. Like, he couldn't have made it easier for you. It's like he went straight to where he felt strongest when he could have sacrificed the position that he had and found an easier route to winning that didn't involve just trying to sink a deeper hook. So what you did was great. What I think about the King's Hook specifically, I still think it's secondary to a King's move. A King's move is more effective if you are going to drop your body. But there's definitely room for it, for sure, because, you know, when it comes to a comp, you're going to do whatever it takes to win. And if you found a groove that it does work, then stick to it.
And leading up to that match, or leading up to the Adelaide comp, I never intended using that move at all. It was only thanks to your mate Josh Barker, Mario, that he actually forced me into that move because his press felt next level and caught me off guard. And his center table strength was incredible. Like which was more strong. It was stronger than mine. So off the go, I wasn't confident in top rolling because he just sunk me into that press and got me. In the second round, I actually tried hooking him, and then he just pressed me, which opened my arm up, and then I forced down, and I dropped down, and that move felt pretty comfortable for me.
Yeah.
And I just slowly burn him out.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, if it works, it works. And you don't get fouled out for it, then fucking why not? You know?
Exactly.
Have you used it against anyone who's tried to top roll you or is a predominant top roller? Because the only thing I would say about the move is it looks like there'd be some vulnerability if you face a really good top roller.
Yeah, someone with a lot of pronation.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
And I've put a lot of thought into it, and I think I did that move against Phil, against you guys, against Jordan, it wouldn't be a smart move because you guys will know how to move smarter and how to beat the move. Beat the move against guys like against Taran, which a lot of guys they think to beat the move you have to try to power through it, which in some cases you can, but in the end you just end up burning yourself out rather than trying to stay in a tight position, try to get your hand over, slowly work your opponent, or slowly work the king's hook back. Which just they burn themselves out.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah. Just want to quickly touch on, because you've developed a bit of a rivalry, would you say, with Taran?
Yes.
Because you had the super match in Queensland with him where you won pretty convincingly. And then in South Australia, he put up a bit more of a fight, and it was a bit more mixed up because there's multiple multiple classes that everyone's pulling in, and there's the overall. So there's, depending on who you're getting in the draw, it just changes everything. So do you think if you were to have another super match with Taran, you would have to resort to a King's Hook, or was that just the product of the day, specific to who you were versing in the draw?
It was just a day. Like when I versed Taran in Adelaide, I pulled a whole weight class under 75s left and right, and I had a few matches on right arm. And his very first match was against me under 95s. So he was fresh as a daisy. Like he felt strong, and I actually tried hooking him. No, I think I tried top rolling him, and then he just sunk me into a hook, and he felt pretty strong. So I felt like I had to use a move then and there to burn him out.
Yeah.
For me to get the pin, because I wanted to win all the classes that I went in.
Yeah.
And so it helped me. I think it's a good move to have as an ace. I won't be using that to go in. Like if I had a rematch with Taran, I wouldn't be using that move straight up.
Yeah.
Because it's not really a smart move, because I did that move against Ryan Bowen the other night, and it just puts too much torque on your forearm. Like it twists your forearms, and my right forearm is still pretty tender.
Yeah,
so,
righto.
Yeah.
Didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
So I won't be using that. Oh, sorry, you go.
No, that's all right. Continue.
So I won't be using that move anymore if I don't have to, because in the meantime I could be training smarter and not really have rest time, which I have been, because my arms are still so tender.
Yeah, fair enough. Huh? No, good stuff. Well, I reckon, and Muzz and I have been talking about it a little bit. We have a few plans for the future specific to interstate pulling, because there's a lot that's going to be happening this year. But I'd love to see more super matches between interstate pullers. You versus Tim Gatsby, Taran.
Josh, come over here versus Josh.
All the weight class pullers. So how heavy is Josh Barker, Mars? Is he like
68 kilos?
See, that's what I mean. It's like, just there's so many powerhouses in those lighter weight classes that there's unanswered questions, and I'd love to see where everyone sits. Not to mention
Nicky and Joshy are both heavier than Josh Barker. I think Joshy's heavier than Nicky at the moment. Nicky's 70 kilos and Joshy's about 72, 74 kilos.
Yeah.
Shit.
So Joshy's been putting on the weight. He's been training pretty hard.
Nice. That guy's gonna be a beast.
Yeah. Is it
reckon.
Josh? Is it Josh that who has a pin on Tim Gatsby out of your brothers?
It was Nick, man.
Is it Nick?
Nicky.
Yeah.
Nicky. That was at the 2019 Nationals, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's when you won under 95s.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
crazy good pin.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, no, Nicky's a weapon. He's super fast, almost like Josh Barker. They're both faster than I am off the start.
Yeah.
They both have that fast twitch reaction time, and Nicky's hand strength is next level as well. I highly rate it.
Yeah.
Good, man. It's good to hear.
Yeah. Well, the bigger you get, the slower you get. So you have to put in more work into
yeah.
if you put on weight. So Yeah. Talk to us a little bit about your and it's still, would you say it's fairly new, the Burnett Brothers YouTube channel?
Yes, it's fairly new.
Yeah.
I think Nikki was the one who started or who created the YouTube channel. I think a year ago, and he uploaded that video against Tim Gatsby from Nationals, and that had like 2,300 views.
Nice.
So the first two videos he posted was him arm wrestling, and that got the most views on the channel. And then we slowly, like over time, once we got better, we decided to call it the Burnett Brothers channel, and yeah, it all started from there, uploading our adventures on arm wrestling, and
Yeah.
we just do it for fun. It's cool
Awesome.
putting the videos together,
Yeah.
uploading them, and seeing people like it, comment, giving us feedback.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Any sort of goals, future goals for that channel, or just plod along and see where it goes?
Well, mainly we're just playing along to see how it goes. Like I do look up to Ryan, how he uses YouTube as his job.
Yeah.
He gets paid making videos. I think that's everyone's goal. I think if we get to the point where that happens, I'll be stoked, because we all love arm wrestling.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be nice to just retire and arm wrestle for a living?
Fuck.
That'd be the dream job.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what did you guys start the show? Because I don't know.
When or why?
Like both.
About 2 months ago we started it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. We'll work.
It's like, why? Because Gabriel from fucking Gold Coast like mentioned something that we should start. I'm like, when we both clicked, we're like,
really?
fucking what? Why haven't we done this sooner?
Oh Jesus, it's fucking true, but like,
yeah,
it was just one of those
too
moments.
fucking true.
Why haven't we thought of this already,
mate?
So it was just the timing was right. It was just a good initiative. From when we decided we want to do this, the first episode came out the following week. So we really didn't waste any time. So yeah, and we didn't really have, too much of an idea exactly how we wanted the show to look. Whether it was just a generic podcast, whether we just want to interview different people. So we really don't have any, there's no real one.
There's no structure.
There's no structure.
Yeah. There's no structure.
So we're just playing it by week. If we don't have anyone to interview, it'll just be us two talking shit. Who knows? So anyone in the comments section, what do you want us to talk about? What do you want out of this? Do you want us to go do reviews on dumb shit? Look up gym fail videos. I don't care. We'll do anything.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Speaking of my boy Kyriakis Grizzly.
Oh fuck! Here we go.
I feel like we need to address that guy, because he's made, so to anyone who doesn't know him, he's just like a 210 kilo plus. I don't even know what, he's a weightlifter of some kind, but he does really unorthodox lifts, and he's just really entertaining to watch. But he's actually called out some arm wrestlers in his videos, but he doesn't arm wrestle. So he put up a video of him curling like 140 kilos for however many reps. And he made a video called Kyriakis Grizzly versus Levan Saganashvili. And it's comparing like all of their lifts, pull-ups and that sort of shit. And he came to his own conclusion that he was stronger than Levan. So he's fucking funny. So yeah. My point on that
guy. That's fun.
Yeah. Well, my point was that I was getting to was, I reckon he looks like he could be really strong at arm wrestling, because he comes in lifting stupid amounts of weight in weird ways. So yeah.
Yeah, I think he would too, to be honest.
The Greek bloat lord. We should try
fucking
Yeah.
Oh mate.
Get him on the show, mate.
Fuck that cunt.
Yeah.
It'd be like 10 minutes worth of just screaming.
Oh no. It'd be fucking...
Actually, that'd be pretty good.
Chuck him in well as a warm-up match.
Oh, fuck. Who's he versing? Mike Aiello.
Mike Aiello.
Straight in the deep end.
Fucking Aiello, literally.
Look.
Yeah. So yeah.
Fuck yeah. Good match.
So Sam, do you have any plans internationally at the moment as things slowly return to normality as far as borders and whatnot?
Yeah.
I haven't really put in too much thought of international, going international. I think if Ryan Bowen goes overseas, I'd love to go with him.
Yeah.
Other than that, not really. I'd love to go meet Matt Larry Wills, go over to Dubai.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a sick trip. You know, why don't we all go together? Get on the piss.
Yeah, mate. Mate, we get
I'm
fucking
actually
kicked out faster than we could fucking get into Dubai, mate.
Yeah. I think we'd just be denied entry. Who the fuck are these blokes?
They breathalyze us before they let us in, mate. They're like, nah, fucking get out of here, cunt.
I don't know what the law is like in Dubai, but it seems like it's the more moderate, quite a moderate.
It's semi-strict.
Yeah, so it's like
semi-strict.
like moderate in terms of Islamic countries in the Middle East.
Yeah,
pretty westernized in that regard. But I don't know what. Are you allowed to drink there in public?
Don't know. I guess we're gonna find out.
We'll find out, Mark. Get the must tick of approval.
Yeah, man. Fuck yeah. So you still have, that's still an open invite, isn't it, Sam? You to go over to Larry's place basically and do whatever.
Well, it wasn't Larry directly who sent me messages. It was his manager.
Is that Adam?
Yes, Adam Silva.
He's also the camera guy. Yeah.
So he's invited me over there, which is awesome. I'm so keen to go over, but it's hard going over there with everything going on at the moment. So I don't know if I'll go over or not, but hopefully one day.
Yeah. That'd be awesome, man. Sure, see you go there.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Is there any restrictions in Queensland at the moment? Because I know you had your 3-day lockdown. Is everything back to normal?
I think so. Yeah, everything's back to normal. The 3-day lockdown didn't would affect me at all. I didn't even notice it.
Yeah.
Didn't even notice it.
Because I've seen training still on. Like you boys are training at Bayside, right?
Yeah, the lockdown was on, and lockdown was on, and we were still arm wrestling. Still had arm wrestling sessions, and arm wrestling comes first.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah, mate.
That's sick.
Muzz, just quickly, who's behind you, mate?
Mate.
He looks good.
The Almighty.
He's just pointing at me.
My fucking boy.
Yeah.
He's looking at you. He's saying, crack another one for me, mate.
You drink that beer, mate. That's what he's saying.
You deserve it, mate.
You deserve it.
Fucking old mate Russell, mate. Russ, mate.
Yeah, mate.
Australian legend.
Yeah.
Fucking Aussie icon, mate.
Yeah. So, Sam, do you have any plans to go up in weight or compete at higher weight classes?
Yes. I was toying with the idea of when I go down to Sydney is not worry about the under 80 kilo class, just going to 95s.
Interesting.
Oh.
There's some powerhouses in 95s, isn't there?
There's some powerhouses. And there's some powerhouses 80s too, mate. Like
yeah, I'm not dissing under 80 kilos. Like I went to the Sydney comp last year. I've won that.
Yeah, I remember.
I feel like I'm one of the best. Well, I am one of the best under 80 kilo arm wrestlers, and to keep progressing fast, so versus guys who are better than me.
Versus bigger and better guys. Yeah. That was my take on it too.
Just go and compete in the super heavies, mate. Don't even worry about it. Don't stress.
Mate, you're more than welcome, mate.
Are you guys
come to the dark side?
Are you guys competing on the super heavyweights at Sydney?
Yeah, I'll be competing.
Yeah,
I'll be blind off my rocker too, so it'll be pretty good.
So you'll be ready. You'll be next level.
Yeah, mate. I'll be primed, lubed up.
Lubricant.
Nah, we'll see. We don't know what's happening. If there might be an after party, there might be not. My place somewhere,
bro.
Invites all around.
Bro, whoever's there gets an invite.
Look, I can only get so hard. Just calm down.
No, I know.
Oh shit! I'm actually pretty shattered I can't be there.
I know.
Oh, what? Oh, that's what I was going to ask. So you're not going to Sydney?
I can't. I've got my sister's wedding. I shed a tear every time I think
It's
about
all
it.
right. Double the fun when we go to Melbourne. It's all good, mate.
Yeah. You boys both coming down to Melbourne?
I'd love to. I'd love to. Yeah, I'm keen. I'm keen to go down.
Yeah, there's going to be a next level piss up because the Prince of Coin is coming with me.
Oh,
he's already made it his last mission to come. So
the king of cash,
the collector of cash.
the collector of cash. That's it.
Yeah, that cunt's coming down too.
I was meaning to make a meme for him, but I didn't end up doing it. So I'm going to send you that after this.
Yeah, please.
Shaky. Does Sam know who the Shekel King is?
No, he'll find out when he comes down to Sydney. Leave it as a surprise, mate. Trust me.
Yeah, that's fair.
Fuck. So, is Nicky back into the arm wrestling? Because he was off for a while.
He is now. He had a few months off, and in that few months, I was just training with Joshy. I tried to get Nicky out to come to training sessions.
Yeah.
He just lost all motivation because there's nothing going on. There's no arm wrestling comps. There's nothing to look forward to. And Joshy was actually starting to catch up with Nicky. And then it's only the last 3-4 weeks that Nicky started to train again. And he's crazy strong at the moment. Did you guys see the his left hand super match the other night?
No.
Wait, who was it with again? That was with
Ben. I forgot. I don't know his last name, but Nicky lost to him in the Queensland Amateur comp.
Okay.
He just got smoked, and then Nicky trained for this match, and then beat him 3-1 in the super match on left arm.
Fuck yeah! No, I didn't watch it then.
Nice.
Didn't watch it.
Nicky's back.
Fuck yeah!
Fucking whiz bang at the hoo-ha. That was a good match, mate. All right, so it's clear that the fucking Burnett brothers are just a bunch of sick cunts.
Too much fucking testosterone right there.
That's our secret.
That's
our secret.
Fucking way too much cunt.
Yeah, and like you said, like just the speed at that weight, like
the speed kills, eh?
Really does.
Fuck yeah, it does. How do you go against him, Sam?
On left arm out of straps, he does give me a bit of grief, like in a training pool. Like he is strong, but as soon as we go into the straps, I'm pretty comfortable.
Yeah,
fair call, man.
When I'm in straps, I feel a lot stronger. But outside of straps, he's very hard to hold on to.
Yeah. I mean, the straps really does. It's just a game changer, the straps, and you can tell when someone's not well versed in the straps. They just feel completely different. Like the idea is you should feel just as strong in the straps as you feel outside of the straps.
Yep.
And anything below that, you just need to train straps more. So,
do you guys prefer pulling in the straps, or does it depend on who you're versing?
If I'm hooking, I prefer the straps. If I'm top rolling, I prefer without, just because you have more mobility and movement without the strap. If you're trying to contain a top roller and you're worried that you're going to get your wrist taken back, it's just easier to bail and go to straps. And vice versa. If you're top rolling out of straps, it's just easier to take someone's wrist. But what about you, Muzz? You're pretty.
It all depends on the opponent, eh?
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah, I can go anywhere. Feels good at no matter where I go, or feels like shit. Doesn't?
Yeah.
Either.
Yeah, mate.
Fuck
it is what it is.
How do you guys prep for a super match? Like, what's your thoughts going into a match? Like, what's your mental state going into it? Do you try psych yourself up, or do you visualize the match? Like,
I'm probably got the most recent experience of that with Brett. I was fucking shitting my pants and I couldn't help it.
Yeah.
It's because it's my fault too. And I've explained this before. I put people like Brett and Ryan Scott, I put them up on such a high pedestal that I think I can't even attain that. But I'm like, it's mind over matter. I'm pushing myself for the match.
For
I don't
sure.
care if I'm shitting myself. I'm still on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit skis at the Barnhouse. Yeah, pretty much. I'm the same as
Legit.
Muzz. Like, I can't control my nerves. I'm still yet to master that. And I think people are lying if they disagree. Most people struggle with nerves on comp dates. It's a very natural response. But as far as protocol for a match, as long as you go in feeling confident that you're healthy. So if you had enough rest, do you have any pains? If you have a small amount of pain in your elbow or something, that's going to play in your mind like, fuck, I don't feel like I can hit because this isn't healthy. This isn't 100%. But when you're 100% pain-free, you can just hit like a motherfucker and you can trust that your arm's going to carry itself with you. So just be healthy. And that's probably the best confidence booster you can have. Which, everyone always has a niggle to some degree, whether it's symptomatic or not, but just getting
I myself, I also get nervous. My last few super matches, I was nervous. But then I was just talking to myself. And when I was preparing for these matches, I was trying to embrace the nerves as well, because you can sort of use the nerves against you for yourself in high pressure situations. Because if you're nervous, you can use that energy or try to use that energy as adrenaline, and that could potentially help you as well for the match.
Yeah.
So I don't think nerves are a bad thing. It's just your body knowing, this match is big, you want to win, so try to use that to your advantage. What I also find what helped me a lot is visualizing matches and comps as well. Like with my last few matches against Taran, against Mikhail, I was just visualizing the match and what was going to happen on the day. Like if he beats me one way, what can I do to counter it? I think visualizing is very important
for sure
leading up to a match. I'm thinking about
it's kind of like, the analogy is, basketball players, and they've even done studies on this. It's people that visualize scoring points and shooting hoops are statistically more likely to shoot a hoop in real life. So as far as practice goes, visualizing flash pinning, getting hand control, there is evidence to suggest that you can build motor coordination, through visualization. So I agree 100%.
I should start doing that shit.
Yeah,
I try to think about where I'm going to go and what's going to happen, and fucking like a sort of simulation, but never really visualize. Just
I think as well, just having a game plan and sticking to it. Like I understand you can never predict exactly what's going to happen in the match, and things change or whatever. They can apply different pressure to what you're thinking, and they can set up differently, and that throws you off. But I think if you trust yourself, and no matter what they do, the match is going where you want it to. So if you set up high and you just want to drive straight sideways, don't sacrifice that when they change their game plan. Just trust and back yourself that regardless of what they're doing, what you're going to do is still going to overcome them. Because if you throw out what your original game plan is and you get stuck in no man's land of like, fuck, I'm not prepped for a top roll, or I'm not prepped for a hook, I'm somewhere in between, that fucks you wholeheartedly, because you just, you don't feel like you're confident in any one position anymore. You just kind of stagnant, and it takes away from your ability to drive off the go. So that could be the difference between hand control and not, and getting pinned or not. So
I agree.
I've been in that fucking no man's land quite a bit. I'm not gonna lie to you.
And it's a shit feeling.
I think we've all experienced it.
We have.
That's right.
It really is a shit feeling. So
it's fucked.
Yeah, mate.
Anyway, didn't mean to cut you off there, Sam.
Yeah,
mate. No, you're right. I was just gonna ask, with your match with Brett Murray, did you have a plan of attack going into the match, or did you just think, I'll just feel my way and then work out?
The left, I really did have a plan. The only shit thing was my hand blew out on that first round, just because I was loading so much. He was loading with me, so I was like, I better not just loose grip it and then just sort of fall down his hand. almost.
Yeah.
So I've got to fight fire with fire there.
Well, because there was a lot of there was a bit of waiting and fucking around before the go. You guys were both loading, no doubt using up a lot of energy.
Oh, mate.
And then
Hell yeah.
just when you thought you were about to go, someone needed to give their cup out a little bit.
I know.
So then there was a little bit of waiting, and then but you're still loading. So it was like 10, 15 seconds at least where you both put in,
at max effort. Max effort static.
Like both of you would have dropped probably 5% before the match had even fucking started. So
like my hand was blown after that first pin.
Yeah. So
and that's an obvious sign of weakness, and I'm fixing it, But like, I wouldn't get that with anyone else. I can tell you that. Maybe Lachlan, but no one else has really given me that much trouble on the left.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
I watched that match, and you both look like tanks. It was an awesome match, and I think you done quite well.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
You guys look like fucking powerhouses, and it was good. It's good to see that Brett still had it as well, because you don't really see much of Brett anymore. Well, I don't anyway, and it's good to see that he came with the table ready, and you had your own Mario. So congratulations. It was fucking awesome.
Cheers, man. Cheers. As long as it's a good match. As long as it wasn't a whitewash. That's I'm very happy with that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
And at least now you can learn from it. All these little things that you've learned. So the next time you verse them, you'll be better.
Yeah, I've always looked at that's the way of getting better and stronger. Is always challenge yourself, get yourself into an uncomfortable situation. Yeah, that's it. You do what you do it all the time, Sam. Like you put yourself out there so much. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Thank you. Like when I challenged Ryan to the left hand super match, I got Taran sent me a message. He's like, "Oh, are you sure? Good luck. Like, well done. A good job for challenging him. Challenging people better than you, and that's how you force growth. How you get better in the sport.
Yep.
Yeah.
Completely agree.
Just on a quick side note, I fucking wish we videoed Taran throwing up at the hop the other week.
Oh, that would have been funny to see.
Yeah. Did he tell you about that?
No, I actually saw it on your show. Been watching your show. It's pretty funny. You couldn't handle the heat.
Couldn't handle the heat, mate. That's it.
Fucking doing it. Yeah, fucking I couldn't handle the fucking next day either, mate.
The next morning we go out.
But that's only on our OnlyFans, guys.
You gotta swipe up for that one. So yeah.
What happened the next morning?
he fucking we went out for brekkie. And we ordered some food, and I think it was as soon as the food came,
he's like, I gotta go.
Yeah, he just went to the toilet, started munting. He was cooked.
What a sick cunt, though.
Yeah. No, props to Taran. Shout out to Taran. He's strong as fuck. Keep up the good work.
Mr. Drinkies.
Did you end up? Have you guys gripped up with him at Melbourne?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, I just warmed up with him. My elbows are cooked.
Yeah, he gripped up with Brett first, and he gave it 100%, gripping up with Brett, and then he had a break, and then I gripped up with him next. So yeah, he wasn't 100%, but then again, Murray and I had been training for 4 days straight, so we were like running on fumes. So
yeah,
I still made sure that he didn't get a pin on me, because fuck you, Taran.
You'd replay that over and over again.
Yeah. So yeah,
that was good. He's strong, man.
He did feel really strong. There's still holes, but overall his cup's very strong. Kind of like Manfrey, it's very hard to top roll him, I found.
Yes, 100%. I noticed with Taran, he does a low hand grip, he squeezes your hand really tight, which feels awkward to top roll him, and it sinks you into his hook where he's strong, which is smart arm wrestling on his side, because 9 times out of 10, if he forces someone under 80 kilos into a hook, he'll just go through him quite easy.
Just grip him high.
He's baiting the hook, man. That's what it is.
Grip him really high. If he grips lower, just right up his hand and just hit straight off the go sideways. He'll like trying to contain you. his hand will sink lower and he'll lose. He'll pretty much be unintentionally dad moving you if you do it right. So, yeah. But yeah. Oh, I need to get my green screen fixed, boys.
That's all right, mate. We want you to have a Russell Coit background too.
I know. What we should do, we should have like a half of an image each, so that when we link up,
Like a fucking love heart split in two.
yeah, that'd be fucking perfect. So, Sam, are you definitely keen on Over the Top this year?
Yeah, well, it's on the Gold Coast, so I'll be definitely attending that.
Yeah. Because it's
there'll
the overalls, which is like the big class, and then there's also the weighted classes outside of that. So, are you going to be in the?
No, I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah.
What's that? Sorry.
Are you going to be in the open class, or will you compete in the weighted classes first?
I reckon you'll crack you'll try and get into the you'll do the open class, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll do. I think
because why not? You know.
Exactly. I think I'll do 80. Can you do 2 classes? I don't even know.
I'm just gonna say yes.
Sure.
Okay, so going off that, I'll do under 80s and then I'll do the open class. I think it'll be awesome experience.
Yeah.
It'd be a massive comp. You know, we got hopefully some big names that are coming down, like Devin and John Bazink.
Could you imagine?
Imagine if Larry comes in as well.
I know.
Easy, awesome. Mate. Easy pickings, man. What are you talking about? All those names.
I want Larry Wheels first round. Fucking first hit, first hit, man.
Yeah, no, fuck off.
Give him the old fucking Sparky treatment.
Yeah. Mate.
That'd be great.
No, yeah, that's gonna be good. And the piss up afterwards is gonna be stuff of legend.
That's actually gonna be dangerous.
It's gonna be dangerous. I'm gonna leave my credit card at home.
Yeah. It's
gonna be bad, can't.
I'm gonna just, assume I'm gonna get taken home in a fucking ambulance. Just fucking
free ride.
Yeah.
Why not? It's not free, mate.
I'm just gonna put aside some bail money.
Nah, straight up, cops is the free ride. Trust me.
Yeah, mate. Straight to fucking cell block 3, mate.
Yeah, mate.
Oh shit! Nah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be fucking good.
Are you guys going to the WA comp?
Mate, I've got fucking work, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
On the Saturday, but I could get it off. But then again, it's like, if I go WA, Ryan Scott's not competing. Like, I want to see how Daniel Purvin's doing, because I know he's getting fucking strong. There's also a guy
called as well.
Kyle Howarth, of course. I've never
strong.
gripped him. I'd love to grip him.
Same.
And there's one other guy in the heavyweights. I think he's about 6 months in, but he's super, super fucking strong from what everyone's telling me.
There's that guy Brock that's meant to be really strong as well.
Yeah, I mean that's probably him. Yeah, that's
Brock's been in it for longer than 6 months now, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't know how long he's been doing it, but I would say he's at least 1 year in, between 1 and 2.
Yeah, okay then.
At least.
Yeah, okay.
But if he's watching this, drop it in the comments how long you've been doing it for, Brock. But yeah, he looks dangerous nonetheless.
Yeah. Are you going, Sam?
I was thinking about going, but it's a bit far to go, and plus with the restrictions at the moment, I do think the restrictions are going to lift soon, but it's still a long way to go, and I think I'd rather just concentrate on the Sydney comp.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, fair enough, mate. Look, it is far, and it's a bit of money too.
Yeah.
It's at least $1,000 just to fucking get there and back, and then
and for domestic travel, that's a lot of money for domestic.
That's fucking heaps. Yeah.
Yeah.
And plus, if you want to do it, you can't even fly in on the day because it's fucking 5 hours. It's like a 4 or 5 hour flight. I mean, you'd be cooked. You can't sleep on a plane either. It's fucked.
Yeah, exactly.
Not enough.
Too much shit.
Unless you get emergency exit, just volunteer.
Yeah, I could pay for. Nah, fuck that. Wouldn't give them extra money, mate.
Sometimes they just allocate people.
Yeah, I know, but I won't get that lucky. They'll put me in the fucking cargo bay for fucking all I know.
So charge you top dollar as well.
Top dollar too, eh?
So
first class.
Just fucking Sir, are you fit to help out in the case of an emergency? Fucking yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Fucking can't even climb up the stairs. Have a fucking heart attack.
Fucking oath. Shit.
Mario,
Ooh,
how's
yeah, man.
how's Josh Barker feeling? Is he feeling like a tank at the moment?
Yeah, he's feeling pretty fucking dangerous. He's getting ready specifically for Sydney, and he's doing every class too.
Every class.
Yeah, he's gonna upset cunts in the fucking supers too. He's nuts. I like credit to him. He's fucking super strong for his weight, and I believe he's an elite level. Like if he goes to 65 kilo worlds, top five maybe. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I see that. I see that.
Yeah, I really think that.
Did Josh get a pin on you at South Australia, Sam? Did he get a flash
He
press?
did. Yeah, he flash pressed me. Yeah, I just wasn't expecting it.
Ready, go! Whoa!
Yeah,
Yeah,
you've
it's
never
crazy.
seen it before, did you?
No.
Yeah, that's
He
that's
wasn't
why.
expecting
Yeah.
it at all. Like in the start, I felt comfortable because he was actually gave me. He actually tricked me in the setup. Like I gripped him, and he was actually going for a top roll. So automatically, I was like, all right, he's gonna go for a top roll. So I set up to try counter that, which setting up for a top roll, and then he just sunk me down and just pressed me. I was like, oh shit.
It's quick too. Yeah.
So I know you were obviously pretty sore, as was I when you came down. But what did Robbie's press feel like compared to Josh Barker's? Is it a similar style? Not so much strength, but are the styles similar?
Robbie Capone.
Yeah.
I actually didn't really grip up with him. When are you talking about? When I last gripped up Robbie Capone?
Yeah. And Muzz, when you were down as well?
Yeah.
I don't really remember gripping up with Robbie. But no,
because when you last came down and we trained at mine, it was just you, Robbie, and I. It was the day after I got back from New Zealand. You trained at Hop the day before. I trained with the New Zealand boys, and then we just, before you left, you came down to mine.
Well, when he got his press in, I couldn't hold him. Like he was beating me. Josh Barker, I feel like is quick off the start. Like I haven't gripped up with Robbie Capone since Nationals in 2019, so I can't. It's very hard to gauge off where they're at.
Yeah,
with Robbie.
Yeah,
with Robbie, I don't think Robbie threatens as much side as Josh does in the center.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only difference, and maybe a bit more force on that execution. Maybe on Robbie's side because he's got a bit more weight on him. But the speed and finesse that Josh, because that's all he does. Even at training, I sent you that video, right? Remember you saw that video of him and Randeep?
That was disgusting.
Fucking hell, I'm afraid to upload that, to be honest.
They just train like animals. Like what the fuck?
They're fucked. Now, like I'm in admiration. Believe me. Like I wish I could do that shit.
Because they look like they're being dicks to each other on the table when you. From an outsider's perspective,
Yeah.
like, are they like happy with the way they train with each other?
Do you know what? You should chuck that video in right now.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah,
I will.
You still got it, right?
Yeah, I think so.
It's filthy. Yeah. It's fucked. They just keep going into that press. Both of them.
I'm keen to see this video. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, mate. We'll fucking chuck it in for you, mate.
Yeah, mate. So, I think it's whoever would win center would probably win the press. Would you agree, Muzz? Whoever wins the center can get into their press because I think they're both capable of pressing each other.
I want to fucking see that match, Robbie and Josh, just pressing, press fucking City. Can't.
I feel like someone would break their arm. It's so scary.
Perfect. That's what they want. They don't give a fuck, mate.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck. They said, I don't care. I'll break my arm. I'm like, all right, cunt.
Yeah, fucking righto, mate.
Righto, cunt.
Yeah, mate. 000, mate.
I'm fucking breaking arm up.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Do you think with Robbie and Josh Barker not caring about breaking the arm, do you think that gives them an edge over most people in arm wrestling? Because I would hate to break my arm, and if he puts it all on the line, that could, help them win a lot more matches than a normal arm wrestler.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a matter of picking your battles. You know, if you're training for a specific comp and you have it in your heart that you want to win it, and you're in a grinder of a match with someone, and I think if it really means that much to you, you should. But you know, if it's a friendly super match or a small comp or whatever, I think it's up to you to choose. You know, is it really worth potentially injuring myself? Because the way that I look at it is, in training, you should be training safely as possible, and it's when you get into comp, you put it all on the line. So I want to, you know, I want to stay injury free and get more longevity, you know, out of my training. Because when you injure yourself in training, you regret it. You're like, I was a fucking idiot. Now I've just ruined myself 2 months worth of progress by being a dickhead on the table. But I don't know. I was willing to break my arm against, you know, Daniel Pervin, for example.
Yeah.
I was like,
and then in that finals,
in that finals, like Jamie, I'm pretty sure it was Jamie Carl in the background telling Dan, just fucking don't worry, he'll break his own arm, Dan. And I'm like, oh, really? We'll fucking see about that. And that really just lit me up. Like, fuck this.
You're like,
and I was like, yeah. So like, but everyone said that was a break arm position. It wasn't. Like, I was like this. He took my wrist, and I was actually just flopped, and it was all on my bicep with a little bit of shoulder. And
I've been there.
And I tried to commit more shoulder, and I couldn't get through him, which would have been a break arm. And then you'll see me kind of coming back a few times. And when I bled him out, then I transitioned because he didn't have the power to go through me. So
that was a fucking hectic match, mate.
Yeah, so
fucking big cunt.
So yeah,
I must say, I really love your intro to every video. That video is awesome. Did you guys make that video? Like, how did you guys do that?
So Celine made that video. So
no way.
Props to her for making it. We literally sent all these videos. So Muzz sent me videos of himself that he wanted to include. And then I did a very basic compilation. And then essentially Celine just made it look really nice. So
shout out to Celine.
Yeah.
Yeah, big shout out to Celine.
Big shout out.
Big shout out.
That video is awesome. And the only person you're not pinning is fucking Big Dev. Big Dev on.
Oh no, I got a pin on him, mate. It's floating. No, fuck that. He's too good.
I think
he's too fucking good. Wait, hold on. If you're speaking intros, I like your fucking intro. Well, the one you put out the other day with all you boys. You're fucking like drinking, you're forward driving, you're arm wrestling, mate. Like fucking come on, mate. That's
mate.
Fucking 3 deadly sins, mate. Oh mate. I loved it. I was so pumped.
Yeah. Nicky put that together, and he didn't tell me that he was going to do it. He said it took him like 20 minutes, half an hour to make, and he uploaded it. I watched it like 100 times. I'm like,
it's so fucking sick. It is so cool.
Well, the next couple of videos, I'm planning on taking a little part of that to adding to my intro on YouTube for a few videos. So
fuck yeah, do it.
You can do that. Yeah, it's
mate. Just a fucking Sambo compilation, mate. That's what we want to see.
Fucking earth, mate.
I love that nickname. Mario. That's my
fuck Sambo. Fucking Rambo's bigger cousin, mate.
Yeah, mate.
Fucking.
Just quickly, I'll link it. I'll link it in the bio of this. Sorry, in the video. But everyone, if you're not, subscribe to the Burnett Brothers on YouTube. I think it's just called the Burnett Brothers, right? Yeah.
Correct.
Go over, show some love. You should get some entertainment out of them. Really good.
Thank you. Appreciate it,
mate. Yeah.
So
subscribe to them.
Fucking, if you don't fucking subscribe, I'm gonna walk out. Seriously. Yeah.
Fucking hell, mate. Best threat, number one threat.
It's the old fucking walkout, mate.
Oh, mate, I'll fucking walk out, cunt.
Fucking had it up to here with you, mate. Oh shit.
Fuck yeah.
How's your Luxie going, Mario?
Cuz she's a fucking dream. Doesn't have aircon at the moment, but that's fine.
Windows down, that's the only aircon you need, mate.
Yeah, mate.
Because
you know it.
Well, if no one knows, Big Muzz and I, we both have Piluxes, and they're both fucking weapons.
Yeah, we both go for driving too. Yeah.
Are you gonna set up your car to handle the amount of horsepower that you have on the table, or what?
Oh, mate.
Whip it up a car.
Rumor has it that if you fucking put, his car into fucking first, 4-wheel drive, it almost pulls Muzz off center.
Yeah, almost.
Almost. But yeah.
Fucking power V8 cruiser.
I've got to be careful when I close the door too. The fucking door might fucking shatter, cunt.
I know.
Legit. Tough life.
Got to show some love to that transmission.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate.
How'd you go at Fraser Island, Sam, with yours? Out of curiosity, since we're talking about your Luxie.
Man, it was an awesome experience. I went to Fraser Island for 2 weeks. We tiled a few bathrooms and basically we were paid to be there. So we worked every day after work. We traveled around the island. We went fishing on my birthday. The Luxie was, she was a beast.
Fuck yeah. She loves the sand, mate. Yeah.
Since I've got the tune and the exhaust, diesel remap, everything done to it, it's just no issues.
Fucking beauty, mate. Yeah.
It was a weapon. You gotta bring your Hilux up. So we gotta
no.
together.
Probably at the end of the year we'll go fucking big trip. I'll drive up and we'll fucking do all sorts of shit.
We'll go to Fraser Island, mate. We'll be sick.
Mate, I've always wanted to go Fraser Island. Fucking hire a boat, catch our dinner, mate. Camp out for the night. Fucking beautiful, mate.
Well, mate, the offer's there. Andy, you're coming up as well.
Bro.
Would you come up? Yeah, mate.
Of course,
come for a bit of fucking come for a bit of holiday, mate.
Hey, yeah, mate. Yeah, I'm gonna be right there, mate.
Oh, jeez. You're fucking fucking cockatoo, cunt.
Fucking feel the barman, mate. I'll fucking be there, mate. Oh shit. Alrighty, boys. We're gonna wrap it up there. So I've had fucking fun today. I know about everyone watching. You better. Otherwise, don't fucking come back.
Don't bother, mate.
Nah, just fucking walk out. So, thank you very much for coming on today, Sammy. It's great to have you on.
Thanks for the opportunity, guys. It was awesome. I had a lot of fun. It was good and
mate, just a friendly chat. That's all it is, mate.
Both, mate.
That's all it is.
Yeah, mate. So, I'm looking forward to seeing what you do this year. So I'll be keeping my eyes on you, Sydney and over the top. So I think there's some big things coming. So yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Sorry.
Keep up the awesome work on your channel. I've been watching your channels, your videos, and the bromance between you guys is awesome to see.
Fuck yeah. Thanks, bro.
Fuck yeah, mate. Quick shout out to Russell.
Quick shout out to my old mate, fucking Russ.
Yeah, mate.
Fucking sick cunt.
Yeah. Alright, I'll fucking catch you bananas and mangoes later.
Thanks, guys. Take care. Stay strong.
There you guys.
See ya.
Yeah.